Richard and Todd, thanks very much. Let's take you, 70 miles from Oxford to Starkville. We welcome you to SEC Softball presented by T-Mobile. As we hit Sunday evening, we wrap up this great weekend of softball on SEC Network with a top 25 matchup, South Carolina and Mississippi State. Game one was yesterday. It was scoreless into the top of the sixth, and South Carolina's Alyssa Hovermail didn't score one, she scored two for the 2-0 lead for the Gamecocks. And then Jory Hurd, 4+ innings of relief. She closes it out. South Carolina takes game one by a final of 2-0. Great to have you with us on this Sunday, along with Olympic medalist Daniel Laurie. I'm Mark Neely. Well, let's begin with this weekend at SEC softball. It's been crazy.
It's been spicy, and that's my favorite part. I love that about the SEC. You saw Oklahoma lose a game, Texas 29-game win streak, and then Arkansas with the dagger, Dakota Kennedy coming up big today to win the series for them.
And then we got game two here, and game three tomorrow, by the way, for Mike Up Monday. But game one yesterday, I tell you what, both teams pitched well. South Carolina's pitching was just a teeny bit better.
Well, especially when it mattered. I mean, you can't say that both teams did not come to play in the circle, but Emma Friedel, she really set the tone here for South Carolina and stood out. She went to her bread and butter, fire me up with that rise ball, and then she passed the torch to your girl, Jory Hurd, who is just the hammer for this team. She's so good, can command that changeup, and someone that they need to utilize innings specifically. But on the flip side, I just think for Mississippi State, we're just finding a tough time trying to get the ebbs and flows of those pitchers. You see those numbers, 6 for 27, no extra base hits. They had those leadoff base hits, but just not able to seal the deal.
And head coach Samantha Ricketts has made a change, quite a few changes to the lineup. We'll see when we get to the bottom of the first. But here in the top half, we see in the circle to start things off for the Bulldogs, Peja Gould.
And I am so excited to get the opportunity to see Peja Gould in person with just probably, I feel confident saying this, true high spin rate, maybe the best in the country at cruising at 2,400. Can mix so well. Loved watching her routine before the game, and it's going to be cool to see her going up today against South Carolina.
Here's a look at that South Carolina lineup. Jamie McKay batting in the 5 spots today for South Carolina.
And she's been so good as of late. Impressive, some great pop.
All right, ready to go. Well, State fans should be happy. Mississippi State baseball just posted a 7-1 win over their arch rival up in Oxford. And we get going here with softball, game 2 of this 3-game series. And leading off for South Carolina is Quincy Lelio. A Southern California native from Oceanside. Bounce right side, taking on the short hop, and Zion Romero is getting a start at second base over to Paige Ernstess at first. And that's the way the game begins. You're already getting a sneak look at some of the lineup changes that Mississippi State has made for game 2 of this series on the right side of the infield.
And I think just trying to mix some things up too. When you go quiet in a game like yesterday, why not make a couple changes?
First pitch swinging, Carly Shelton, another opportunity for Zion Romero. And on 3 pitches, Peja Gould has sent down the first 2 Carolina hitters of the game.
Well, and Peja Gould is one of those pitchers that, like, you technically don't really want to fall behind in the count. So that's what you're seeing with South Carolina, swinging a little bit earlier. I don't love 3 pitches, 2 outs. I would definitely, if I'm Tori Ensley, try to have a little bit more of a lengthier at-bat. But it's just such true spin. I know coming into this series, we talked with Coach Chastain Woodard. She said we're trying to gear up to almost hit light flight balls. That's what it looks like coming out of these pitchers' hands. It is just moving and grooving.
Tori Hensley a wave and a miss. You saw the numbers on Tori having a fantastic year. A half dozen homers, 30 RBIs, stolen bases as well to boot. She has swiped 11. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored in yesterday's win. She makes Gould work a little bit more. She's up to 6 pitches and brings a 2-1 pitch.
And that's that drop ball on the inner half. You're going to see that pitch more than any other. 33% of the time, she is going with that dirty drop under those hands.
Fans, get on your feet for
And Paige Gould, who's coming off a no-hitter on Wednesday against UT Martin, sets down South Carolina in order.
And listen, this to me is setting the tone, getting the Bulldogs ready to hit. Look at the dirty drop.
SEC Softball is presented by T-Mobile, America's best network.
Back here in Starkville on this Sunday evening now. Temperature's up at 78 degrees at game time. Big deep breath for Neely Lamb. She's in the circle for South Carolina.
And I like the junior getting the ball today. I think it's so important, especially when you start games. You set the tone. I think it's going to be so important for her to be able to come into just this Bulldog crowd, and especially after winning yesterday and seeing the performance of Emma Friedel, to kind of carry over that momentum in the circle, have that good start.
Kiara Sells, the right fielder, leading off for Mississippi State. The top three in the batting order will look very familiar for State. Those Sells now batting leadoff for the third consecutive game. It had been Morgan Stiles as the leadoff hitter all season until Samantha Ricketts elected to flip those two.
Well, and Coach Tyler Bratton had been advocating for that for quite some time.
He wore it down finally, did he?
It works. But I mean, even looking at, she's reached base safely in 10 of her last 14 appearances with 5 walks. She's had that double, 2 home runs, 4 ribbies. Like, I want to put her up there and the protector with 2 of my best hitters behind her in Morgan Stiles and Nadia Barbary. Like, I want to get Kiara Sells as many ABs as I can. And sometimes it can shake up a lineup, right? Sometimes it can not do you any favors by putting someone up top. It is a different pressure in the leadoff spot, right? Like, you're trying to see as many pitches as you can. You're trying to kind of put that confidence into the rest of your lineup that you're feeling it, you're ready to go. Some people don't like that, and some just thrive in it.
Lamb's 2-2. Pulled foul. You saw head coach Samantha Ricketts in the dugout when we chatted with her about an hour and a half ago. She said, you know, our batting order is still a work in progress. All of that offensively is still all in motion.
And I think, too, sometimes, like, you're looking at matchups of pitchers, of kind of what they throw specifically and how that really plays into your wheelhouse as a hitter. Some people tend to hit down better than up and vice versa, so you want to fine-tune that piece.
7th pitch of the at-bat and a strike at the belt from Neely Lamb gets Sells looking.
I like that Kiara Sells saw 7 pitches, but I don't like the fact that she froze on this curveball on the outside part of the plate and just caught looking. Obviously, we know that's a pitch you got to pull the trigger on, especially when you have 2 strikes.
So here is Morgan Stiles. Bulldog shortstop. 1 for 2 with a walk in the opener of the series yesterday. It's bumped her average up to 354, and you see the OPS right just a tick under 900.
That's a great pitch by Neely Lamb, man. If you're able to get that inside corner, it's a pretty pitch. It's down. It's on a good corner. That's only going to open up that curveball for her as well as that changeup.
No question, Neely Lamb's changeup is her money pitch.
That's the go-to. Like, that is, when I say whiff, that means like a swing and a miss on that pitch. And 42% of the time, you are getting that swing and miss on that change piece. It's so deceptive from her. And you're almost seeing a different approach from Mississippi State, taking more pitches than what you saw from South Carolina, where they were swinging earlier on in the count. Just taking some curveballs on the outside part of the plate.
Well, it's always interesting in Game 2 of a series to see what the team that wins does and to see what the team that loses does. And I think we're seeing a ramification of that here. Three-two pitch. In on the hands, diving stop. Anderson to first, safe. A high stretch by Rhodey at the bag and a bang play there, but our first base umpire Scott Mayer says she beat it.
Well, and great piece up the middle, solid layout by Shea Anderson, and a good stretch by Ariana Rhodey. Gold Glover over there at first, but just not in time. Super bang, and opportunity here for.
So an infield hit for Stiles. Here's Nadia Barbary batting in the 3 spot. She's reached base in 6 straight. She takes a first pitch strike.
Well, there's that changeup, first pitch, and you love to kind of see those sprinkled in kind of uncharacteristic counts, whereas a hitter, you're probably not thinking change right out of the gate. 30. And now something like that back-to-back changeups opens up like her money pitch. It, to me, is obviously she has that change, but she has that almost unicorn-type spin with that rise ball up in the zone. Want to be smart, 0-2 with Barbary.
South Carolina went in order in the top half. 1 out infield hit for Stiles here for the Bulldogs. It's a third off the mid of Davis. By the time she picks it up, she has no play. See how they score it. Regardless, Mississippi State now with 2 on and only 1 out here in the last of the first.
Well, I feel like if you were to get this back, this is a play that you have to make. Yes, it has some good giddy up off the bat, but if Tate Davis could get that back, I think she'd say, I should make that play. It's an unlucky hop.
They have scored at a hit.
I'm a tough critic sometimes.
Well, you know, hitters are going to get some home cooking every once in a while. I'm with you, though. I think that's a play that Tate Davis thinks that, I got to come up with that and get at least 1 out there. Ernstess out to short, softly hit. They'll just get the 1, though. The relay there by Carly Shelton made it close at first, and runners are at the corners now with 2 outs.
And this is a team, too, after talking with Coach Chastine Woodard pregame. She said what we did such a great job yesterday of was, like, we played clean defense. Like, there was no back-to-backs, right? If someone walks someone, we're able to make up all those plays and just make the good, clean defensive ones. And that's what it comes down to, right? Those second chances against great teams, they end up coming back to bite you. And this inning, to me, is an example of that, right? Like, little defensive miscue at third base. You got some ducks on the pond, but now it's an opportunity for Neely Lamb to be able to button it up and roll a ground ball and get out of this.
Morgan Bernardini, the left fielder. It's the 1-0 foul. Morgan had a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Mississippi State, their 2-0 loss.
There's a part of me that thinks that they have Neely Lamb's changed to a degree. I had just heard kind of over the mic someone saying, like, did you hear that? And heard sit.
Another bouncy ball to short. Stepping on the bag is Shea Anderson to retire the side. So what's scored a couple of hits, couple runners left, and no score at the end of one from Starkville. Well, you have those great in-state rivals in South Carolina, and take a look at the recap from Clemson, South Carolina from earlier in the week. And I'll tell you what, Coach Woodard's team was kind of licking their wounds coming into this series.
Well, and having a hard conversation with their team, like, we control the rest of the season. We have to clean slate this heading into Mississippi State. Like, we have to figure out that piece. And she said, even when we were talking to her, pregame, like, we came into this series being 0-0. Like, we have to start. We have to be different. Very uncharacteristic against that Clemson team on Wednesday night. Do you like the bounce back last night, being able to be a completely different team? I mean, that would fire me up. Getting run ruled at home. That's not a good feeling.
Doesn't take much to get you fired up, I tell you that. Rhodey leads off. And Gamecocks win an order in their half of the first. So Oriana leads off the cleanup hitter. Rhode Island native from Cranston. For a couple of seasons at Charlotte. Now in her second year with South Carolina.
And a player to me that maybe the numbers don't reflect, average and some things from last year, but she's kind of on that upward trend. I think the biggest thing, not trying to put maybe as much pressure on herself offensively. I know it can be tough.
Let's see if this is going to stay in play. It's well down the line in foul territory, and yes, it does indeed stay in play for Morgan Bernardini. Peja Gould set down the first four hitters and gets the leadoff batter here in the top of the second.
Well, and I'll tell you, from being able to sit directly behind home plate and get to watch the spin on Gould's pitches, it really is incredible. As a hitter, it takes some patience, right? She's not going to blow you away with 70-plus velo. You have to kind of work that spin rate and trust your stuff. And I know that was the plan of attack for South Carolina trying to come into this. We almost have to try, she said, to learn to hit that light flight mentality just because all these pitchers can spin it. But the one thing is, you have to be ready to attack the pitches that are in and around the strike zone, right? It's when these types of pitchers with that spin rate get ahead of you, then you're in trouble. You start chasing out of your shoes.
That's to the right side, and this time, Zion Romero. Well, that spin rate you're talking about, we're talking a minimum of 2,000.
and she's cruising at 2,400. I asked Coach T, and listen, back in the day, hey, we didn't have spin rate, and we didn't have the Rapsodo and all of these things. Yes, that is such a cool piece to add to the game. I love it, but don't get it twisted. That stuff doesn't measure that bulldog mentality when you cross those lines, and that's what makes her so dangerous. She has that piece plus that spin rate, and that competitiveness is just so fierce, and I've loved seeing these pitchers in person, right? I think there's certain pitchers where you get to see that really can spin the ball. Another example of someone that, in our game back in the day was Kat Osterman. When you see that in person, it just kind of hits a little bit different.
Overmail takes inside. Alyssa had the 2-run base hit in the 6th inning of yesterday's game for the only runs of the contest in a 2-0 win. Page misses outside. Well, that spin rate's been noticed. When she was with Chattanooga, they played in the regional in Tallahassee, and the Florida State fans were very frightened when they were facing her that they were going to take an L, and she pitched extremely well in that regional.
You know who it reminds me of? Back when we had a regional in 2010, we had North Carolina come. Her name was Danielle Spalding, lefty, who could spin it to the point where you're like, oh, I don't know how to prepare for this. It's different when you face it.
That was the first full count of the game for Gould, and that apparently darted just a bit outside, and a 2-out walk.
I think that's
maybe low?
No, I was going to say I think that's a strike and needs to be called, but maybe a little low.
Ball 1 to Lexi Winters. South Carolina catcher. Gould falls behind, 2 balls, no strikes, and that's going to bring Des Rivera out to talk with her pitcher.
Well, and Peja Gould pregame, I mean, she was out an hour before. Coach T says sometimes an hour 15 before the game. She is just like set in her routine and the way she does stuff. She had her headphones on and she's running the warning track. And like, listen, in order to do this at a high level, you have to have your routine and your niches and the things that give you confidence going into games. I love to see it. Every pitcher is obviously so uniquely different with what they need, but you have to know what that is.
There's a strike. Well, when she faced the 3 hitters in the first, she didn't fall behind any of them. She had fallen behind all 4 hitters she's faced so far in this inning. Gets the 2 over to Winters. And now right back in it at 2-2.
And that's a good timeout by Rivera behind the plate. Come out, connect with Gould, get on the same page, whether you crack a joke or loosen her up a little bit or hold her accountable. It worked.
Well, it worked. Worked really well as she picks up the strikeout. First second of the game and works around that 2-out walk.
I'll take a timeout by Des Rivera any day. I mean, we had strike 1, strike 2, and then a quick strike 3.
previous SEC series for Mississippi State was in Athens. They lost 2 of 3 in defense. Look at the error, especially. They had 5 errors, 14 in the first 32 games, and Coach was not happy with the defense at all.
Well, and Coach Sam Ricketts will be the first one to tell you it's hard to win games when you make 5 errors, right? Like, teams are too good these days. You have to be able to play clean defense. I think that really was the difference maker. I also think, too, like, Georgia, to me, is always just such a consistent offense, right? Like, they make it really hard on pitchers. And with Mississippi State rolling into Georgia, I thought Mississippi State was going to come out winning that series, but they found a way to get to the Bulldog pitchers, and I think that really just attests to Coach Tony Baldwin and JT D'Amico over at Georgia. And even before them, I mean, I had played Georgia when Coach Lou Harris Champer was there, and they are always tough offensively.
We probably need to put that series in context, though, defensively. That's put out into left field. Diving catch, and the snow cone stays in the glove. Aurelio making a nice play. Take a hit away from Troutman.
Well, and this is a good catch by Lelio. Her initial step was back to then come in. And that's a great catch. You know, if you lay out and that gets by you, that is a double all day.
Kinley Keller getting the start in center field. But let me put it back in context. Yeah, they struggled defensively in the Georgia series, but they've only committed 14 errors on the season coming into tonight, and this is game 38 on the year for them.
And that's why it was, you know, you make a great point, super uncharacteristic for them, with having only 14 errors on the season, 5 of them coming last weekend. It's just when it rains, it pours. That's what it felt like for them. And at times, that is the grind of the SEC. You're going to get exposed in some moments where you have to feel it. You have to feel the moments. You have to learn how to kind of grind through them. I think it's a good opportunity, too, for pitchers to know that sometimes defense isn't going to be perfect. How am I able to work through this, get better? It's not comfy. I don't love that feeling either, but I think sometimes as pitchers, that is an opportunity for us to be able to say, hey, I got you. I'm going to pick you up. I'll roll you another ground ball.
This is a true freshman, Kinley Keller. Getting the start tonight, her 17th of the season. A check swing, foul tip into the glove. Alexi Winters, and strikeout number 2 for Neely Lamb.
I mean, this is just filth. You just look at the body movements of Kinley Keller. I mean, she is just no chance at being able to even kind of foul that off. She's just so fooled. Just kind of goes to show how video game-esque that changeup is from Neely Lamb.
Neely Lamb, a junior. Later true freshman year at Charleston Southern. Softly hit out to short on a couple of bounces, and Henderson's throw in time. And a quick inning there for Neely Lamb, who sets Mississippi State down in order. We have finished 2 innings in Starkville. This top 25 matchup scoreless. fast. Before you know it, Oklahoma City and another Women's College World Series. Look at News Park on this Sunday evening as we wrap up another great weekend of softball in the SEC. But don't forget, we do have another game here in this series with Mic'd Up Monday tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. All the other teams in the SEC get to watch this game and our game tomorrow.
I know. Pretty exciting getting to tune in. This is actually my first Mic'd Up Monday.
Is it?
It is.
Excellent.
I know you've done a slew of them, but it's the first time for me.
I don't know about a slew, but yeah, they're fun. We'll see what Samantha Ricketts has in store for us, all mic'd up tomorrow night. Tate Davis. 8, 9, and 1 hitters here for South Carolina. Scoreless game, top of the third, and a rip and a miss by Tate. Tate takes outside. Davis now in her sophomore year. When we asked Coach Woodard about her, she said, hey, both her parents went to South Carolina. Her family are big South Carolina people, so it took one phone call when the transfer portal opened up to convince her to come to Columbia after a season at Ole Miss.
And I know that started right away for South Carolina, like even before the Super Regionals kicked off. She said, you kind of have to start planning for the future. You don't want to.
You can see the reaction there from Peja Gould. Thought she had strike 3.
Come on.
I knew it was coming. I didn't know what the word was going to be, but come on works just fine.
That's it. I think that Alex Leaf was fooled.
I'll agree with you.
I mean,
on
it
that.
is a very deceptive changeup. But
I agree with you. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis leading off, top of the third. Gets a piece of that to foul it back. Peja Gould spent 3 seasons at Chattanooga. She was the Southern Conference Pitcher of the Year twice. Each of the last 2 years she pitched there, including last year. 25 wins a year ago and an ERA of 1.69 through over 200 innings. And I know that just gets your motor running when you hear that, over 200 innings.
I love it. It definitely just does not happen like it used to. You definitely have a lot more pitch by committee. But she was a workhorse prior to heading into Mississippi State. And I think for her to be able to come in and continue to fine-tune her stuff, because her numbers from last year at Chattanooga were phenomenal, right? She was 25-7, and like you said, had that great ERA.
Well, that was a 10-pitch plate appearance in what arguably should have been a 4-pitch plate appearance.
I'd have to agree with you. I love you bringing that up again. Poking the bear.
Well, if you say one word, come on. Or actually, that's kind of 2, but nonetheless, unless you hyphenate it, then it's 1.
But a good finish by Tate Davis. Do I think she should have potentially struck out on that change? I do, but then she was able to foul off pitches and work 10 to get that walk. That's what you want from the lower half of your lineup, right? Like 8-9-1.
Shea Anderson in this 9 spot, looking to bunt, throw back. Oh, what a perfect throw, but it won't get her. Rivera fired a strike right on the base to Zion Romero. And if Davis is a little later, she's out.
Yeah, really sneaky. Great job. Perfect throw on the money. Good job by Romero to be able to get there.
Well, she makes quick work of it that time. Her 3rd strikeout.
I think it just goes to show, too, how deceptive, right? Like, it's almost floating. But, listen, that's a pitch that she hadn't got called earlier, and she is getting called on that one. So it's just trying to figure out, too, as a pitcher, like, what am I going to be able to get? Can I get the bottom half of the zone with my pitches? Do I have to be a little bit more up? But I've appreciated the fact from Gould in the circle, you're not seeing any tempo difference, right? Like, okay, you're not giving me that pitch, move on. I love that. Obviously, she's routine-oriented, that hour pregame warm-up. She's someone that's set in her ways. You love to see it.
All on a strike to Quincy Lelio as South Carolina back to the top of the order. Lelio grounded out to the right side her first time up. You got Davis at first. One out, and a rip and a miss by Quincy. Three years for Lelio at Oklahoma. Her second season here, and that takes her to 2-2.
It's a good pitch. Cover my eyes. She needs this.
Hot smash. Barbary, good play and a pick at first by Ernstes. And they get the out at first base. It does advance Davis down to second with 2 away.
This is a good play by Nadia Barbary. Originally, she was going to try to go to second, sets her feet that way, but then is able to throw across the diamond. But a heck of a scoop by Ernstes at first. Make sure she gets that sure out. So rock solid over there at third base. That senior leadership with Nadia Barbary.
1-1 to Carly Shelton.
I'm glad there's not a camera up here, Mark.
Carly grounded out to second her first time up. Harder hit. Ernstes on the second bounce, takes it to the bag, 3 unassisted. Carolina strands her second base runner of the night.
Mic'd Up Monday is awesome to give the fans an inside look.
We got a lot of game left. We need to show that we're the most excited to play. We have some really great minds, and we have some really big personalities.
Let's go! Let's go!
Be excited to see what Coach Ricketts brings tomorrow to Mic'd Up Monday. In her 7th season, of course, played at Oklahoma. How about this? When she left OU after the 2009 season, she had the school record with 48 home runs at that time. Think about where that number has gone, not only for OU, but for softball in general.
It's progressed.
Yes.
Oklahoma now is the new SEC home run record. Like, it just...
So Allo finished with 122, I believe. Yeah. But it was, the OU record was 48, owned by Sam Ricketts. She played 06 to 09 for OU, 4-year player.
When I think of a home run hitter, I think of Mia Davidson at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I mean, she had the SEC record for a really long time.
9 1 and 2 hitters here for Mississippi State. Home half of the third, scoreless game. You got the Bulldogs, who were shut out here yesterday 2-0. Looking for their first run or runs of this series. Zion Romero getting the start at second base. The sophomore batting in the 9 spot.
Well, when we talked with Coach Ricketts down in the BP cages pregame, I had asked if they had hit earlier, and she said they all kind of came in with this 6 o'clock start time, come in and hit a little bit throughout the day. But watching BP in there is a thing of beauty. The amount of cages and TVs, they had a thing up on what pitcher they're facing today, and every single pitch was a pitch that they were going to see from a pitcher in the circle today in South Carolina. Like, just the opportunities they have to face, the speed, the velo, the spin rate.
Out the shortstop, and Anderson throws out Romero to begin the bottom of the third. Yeah, they got all the tools out there.
And I know that's the same thing across the board, but like, I haven't seen something like that in a long time, where you're watching and just being around like these athletes. Like, it was incredible just how strong they were, and the game is continuing to evolve, you know, with just all the little tips and tricks and strength and conditioning, and it's pretty incredible to see how strong these women are. Like, I was in awe of them, and remember I walked up, I was like, man, I would have done anything to be one of those 6-foot pitchers and look like that. Like, they're just, their statures, it's a thing of beauty for sure. And you were very complimentary. You said, you know, you were able to do a lot of things too, so I appreciate
you were. Yes, you did.
saying that to me.
A lot of things. You won a championship, Olympic medal, a 2-time USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year.
Well, I didn't need you to toot my horn there.
Well,
I was just saying I appreciated
if you put it on the tee, I'm going to swing away at it, and here's a strike call. And you were, people probably, well, how tall was Danielle, or is Danielle?
5'7".
There you go. Okay.
But every single pitcher that I've been around that's in the arena today, they're all like 5'9", 5'10", 6 feet. Like, they're just built different.
One ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kiara struck out looking her first time up. This time she sees it run to a full count. Here's the deep breath for Neely Lamb, ready for this 3-2 offering. Kiara sells. And she lost her ball 4. And that walk is the first handed out by Neely Lamb so far tonight. There in the middle is Coach Ashley Chastain Woodard, season 2 for the Gamecocks head coach. We'll be chatting with her. She'll put the headset on when we get to the next inning.
She's always standing around pitching coach Zach Parsons, and just kind of always on the same page with what that next move is. I do feel like it is very chess match-like in certain situations. I know yesterday Jory Hurd came into a situation yesterday at an 0-1 count to relieve Emma Friedel, and it was simply just to go with her bread and butter pitch, that down and in pitch to a left-handed hitter, but very strategic with some things, especially in third inning too, when you get an out but then you walk someone. It's just kind of starting to think, hey, like, she gonna go and attack this next hitter, or what's gonna happen? There's always a game plan that they're brewing up for the South Carolina pitchers.
Stiles chops it right side, and that hit the batter. She should be out, but that's not the call. The first base umpire is given the safe sign, like the ball did not hit the runner. And for now, you got 2 runners on base. Boy, it sure looked like this live ball hits the base runner.
Well, it was a trajectory of
absolutely.
the way the ball went. Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, here comes Coach Woodard. I mean, this looked to be an obvious call.
Also with the way the defense was playing it, right? Like, they were almost shocked that the angle that the ball went at. So
So with the ball hitting the runner is out. The batter would be given first base. It'd be a dead ball at that point. Well, we're going to look at this again, and this is the wider angle. Yeah, that ball hit her. It hit her foot, but you get an even closer look here, and I think this one you definitely see it. Hit the heel.
Right off that heel.
So huge break here for Mississippi State, and that should be an out. We're going to have a visit to the circle.
Definitely go out for Coach Chastain Woodard and just connect.
Taking a look at all the different things that can be challenged. Rarely do you see a play like that would need to be challenged. Normally a runner that's hit by a live ball, it seems to be pretty obvious. But as we go through the laundry list of things that can be challenged.
Well, and it should be. Like, I'm looking at the Appendix G. It says reviewable type things that are in the mix. I mean, it says batter or runner interference in relation to runner's lane, retire runner interference, batted ball hitting a base runner.
That should be, yes. That's why we have that cheat sheet with us. Now both teams talking things over here. And they're going to make a pitching change. So that's the order of business here for South Carolina. And they're going to bring Jory Hurd in the game. So a break here for Mississippi State. We'll see how this all plays out. We'll take a timeout with the pitching change. Tell you more about Hurd when we come back. Well, let's take a look at the play again here. And as we look at what can be challenged here, this isn't batter-runner interference because they're not interfering with the play. This is just live ball hitting a runner. That's softly hit back to the circle. Hurd takes the out at first base. The other runners advance. So,
well, and something to think about, too, the infielder wasn't going to be able to have a play on that, right? Like, if the ball went past an infielder other than the pitcher and no other fielder had a chance to make a play, the ball is live and the runner is safe. And that is the simplified rule behind it. And it was my bad to not get that right out of the gate and make that clear, but she wasn't going to be able to make that play at first base. I feel like I'm always getting tested with all these things.
Yeah, this is a really unusual one because you don't, number one, you don't see that call missed by an umpire very often. It's usually really obvious.
Well, he must have.
That's guided into shallow right, but back up, still on the infield dirt. Catch is made by Shelton to retire the side. We will talk with Coach Woodard when we come back, and that's going to be one of the questions, I'm sure. Still scoreless at the end of 3. Well, we are back. Scoreless game to the fourth. We visit with Ashley Chastain-Woodard, head coach of the Gamecocks. And it's, I guess, good timing here. We do find in the rule book now, if the ball gets past a fielder, the umpire can say that there was no chance to make a play and that it's not an out on the runner. So what was the explanation to you, Coach, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, Scott told me that the ball had already passed Ari so that she didn't have a play on it. And I think it would have been a close play if we had challenged it. I just didn't really want to use a challenge this early in the game.
Coach, going through this second time through the lineup, just what adjustments do you want to see off Gould, especially with just kind of that high spin rate that you guys see off her?
Yeah, I mean, the curve has high spin rate. It's sweeping across the plate a lot. So, you know, I think second time through here, we're going to be better. We're in a good spot in the order here with Ensley and Rhodey. You know, and I have to believe that we're going to be better this time. You know, she is mixing in the drop, which is a little bit harder of a velo. So I think we need to stay off the drop and try to hit the curve. But, you know, Katie's got him ready. She's had him ready all week for this moment. And, you know, it's a pitching duel as it was yesterday as well. So it's an exciting game down here.
Absolutely. Appreciate the insight. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Ashley Woodard. So there's the numbers for Neely Lamb, the starting pitcher. But back to that play. So obviously challenging it was an option. She elected not to. My question is, I don't think the ball was past Rhodey. It was to her right. She probably wouldn't be able to field it.
I don't think she would have been able to come up with the play.
So that's the question there. But
I do think sometimes, Mark, in these close ball games, it's like being mindful about the challenge, right? It's like we want to use it. I don't want to lose it, especially when it's a 0-0 pitcher's duel. I mean, maybe the explanation was enough for Coach Chastain-Woodard to just be like, yeah, probably wasn't going to make the play anyways. I don't want to waste it, but yeah, I feel like there's still some things that like I learned with that, because when it always hits a runner, your first initial thought up here in the booth is like, oh, she's got to be out. But if it passes an infielder, there's just no way for her to be able to come up and make that play. It was going to be a base hit based on where the infielders were.
So that's where in the rule book where we have it where it's, you know, with the semantics, you can interpret it a couple of different ways. Was the ball past a fielder? I would say that Rhodey, the first baseman, was deeper than where the ball was. So it doesn't qualify for that.
Yeah.
She was probably a good 10 feet away from where the ball was going to pass. She probably wasn't going to be able to field it, but that's not what's written into this rule here.
I agree.
Well, it only took about 3 innings for us to get that really bizarre play to happen when we get together.
Everyone. It's Mark and I's first game in person together.
For the season. For the season, yeah.
For the season.
Yeah. All right. 3-2 pitch. Out into center field and waiting on that one. Catch made by
And it is interesting to think, too, because if she would have made the challenge, would they have overturned it and been out of the inning, too?
Yeah,
right?
I'm very intrigued by that,
Yeah.
what it would have been.
There always has to be enough evidence to overturn it. We know that. But in this case, with, like you said, where Rhodey was she going to make that play? No, but.
Well, obviously the first base umpire, Scott Marin, he's a veteran guy and a really, really good umpire, knows the rule book, and knows that rule says if it's past the fielder and no other fielder has a chance, then you play on, and the batter runner is not out. So that was his interpretation. And he knew it right away. He made a call right away. He obviously, looking back on it now in hindsight, he saw the ball hit the runner.
He did.
And made the call according to what he saw as the rule in the rule book and where the first baseman is located. So here is the first baseman, Ariana Rhodey, who was the defender in play on that strange play.
I'm just waiting for Ariana Rhodey to just unleash on something. I mean, average a little bit down, but someone, like I said, has been trending up as a hitter.
Well, the strikeout of Rhodey. Out number 2.
And this is that a little bit of like a flip pitch. I don't think that was a curveball the way that her hand got around it. Potentially took a little something off it, but her fourth strikeout of the day for Gould. Dirty.
Jamie McKay batting with 2 outs, bases empty, popped out to the right side her first time up.
Jamie McKay, a hitter that's really worked to put herself in the lineup day to day. The average to me doesn't show how good she has been as of late.
Right back up the middle and into center field and a base hit. So there's the first base hit. Third base runner of the game for South Carolina, but their first base hit. Looks like they want to run for McKay. And we'll do just that. Knight's going to run it first. Overmail takes a strike. Walk in her first plate appearance. There goes McKnight. Throw down to second, right on the money, and the tag is laid down by Romero to win the inning. So they run for McKay with McKnight. She gets gunned down. And 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Bulldogs. Welcome back to SC Softball, presented by T-Mobile on this Sunday evening from News Park in Starkville. Game 1 won by South Carolina 2-0 yesterday. We're still scoreless to the bottom of the 4th, so runs have been scarce so far in this series between the Gamecocks and Bulldogs.
You're seeing too just clutch defense. That last play by Rivera behind the plate to nail out the pinch runner. I think just little things like that make a big difference, especially in these tight ball games as of late. Those plays are clutch.
Arnadini leads off. Sends one towards left center field, ranging over and shy of the track. Corey Inslee runs that down for the first out.
Well, and this is ultimately a perfect situation for South Carolina with the back-to-back days where Emma Friedel was able to have the start that she had, and then you could say the same thing for Neely Lamb. Ultimately, they want to bring Jory Hurd into games late. They don't necessarily want to start her. They want to find ways to maximize her potential in games, and this was a perfect situation to be able to bring her in to utilize her stuff. Listen, Coach Chastain Woodard says she's throwing at her best. Her being a senior, like, these are just the little things that when you look back on your career, you want to be at your best as a senior, right? Like, I want to feel like I can give everything to my team. I'm hitting my spots. I'm absolutely money. I'm confident, especially late in games.
No balls, 2 strikes. Troutman robbed of the base hit by Lilio back in the second. She made a nice catch.
I still remember watching Taylor Troutman's home run off of Sage Margetko in that Tennessee series, and just her running around the bases. She looked like a little kid coming into home, getting hugged by her teammates. Especially as, you know, freshmen, redshirt freshmen, like those types of like moments are their first, right? Like that was a big series for Mississippi State. I know they didn't clinch it against Tennessee, but that was a big win off a #1 team and some really good experience for those players, but I think more importantly, that pitching staff, Mark, when you think about it, right, with those transfers and them now getting to be in the SEC, that is the difference, right? Coming from those mid-majors to now playing in this conference where every single day is a gauntlet of, like, tough competition. You have to be mentally tough. You have to be sharp. There's no room for error.
Close pitch from Jory Hurd, but it's 2-2. Got her. Hurd gets the strikeout. We got more softball coming your way on Friday night here on the SEC Network. Top-ranked Texas takes on #7 Alabama. And the second game of a big 3-game series in Tuscaloosa. Coverage starts at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And with that strikeout for Jory Hurd, her first of this game, but it's number 300 for her in her time at South Carolina.
That's awesome.
Emily Keller, a strikeout victim of the starter Neely Lamb, her first time up. Towards third on a hop. Davis to first. And Hurd sets him down in order. We have finished 4, and when we come back to Starkville, we'll chat with the head coach of the Bulldogs, Sam Ricketts. goes to the top of the 5th. Let's chat with the head coach of the Bulldogs, Samantha Ricketts. Let me just start hitting-wise. Well, what's the answer for you guys? Saw Neely Lamb early, and now Jory Hurd, like you saw yesterday.
Yeah, I think we knew, we're going to see a lot of their pitchers. They do a good job of mixing them in and out, and we have to be able to make some adjustments and just cash in when we have runners on base. We're getting them out there and just not really doing a good job of coming through, especially in the middle part of our order.
Coach, it's back-to-back days. Your pitchers have been in tight, close ball games. Do they thrive in that type of environment, 0-0 ball games, especially going late?
I mean, I think they've both done a good job. They're just very mature pitchers. They love the challenge. They love to compete. And, they want to do it for their team, and I think they're doing a great job of that, especially Peja, just like Alyssa did yesterday.
We'll let you get out of the Pink Pony bubble shower
Thank
there.
you.
Thank you, Coach. The Pink Pony is a mainstay in the dugout. And the bubbles hop along for the in-game interview. Well, a total of 4 hits in the game, 3 for State. We've had a combined 4 balls hit out of the infield through the 31 batters that have come up combined in this game. So pitching was the story yesterday, and pitching has continued to be the story at least midway through game 2.
Well, and you know who won't complain about that?
You.
Because you just don't see this as much anymore. It is definitely a hitter's game. So when you just get such good quality pitching and pitchers being able to hit good spots, spin the ball well, it really is just a sight to see.
Alyssa Hovermail leading off. She's knocked in the only runs in this series in the 6th inning yesterday in the 2-0 win for the Gamecocks.
I mean, no chance. She's taken daddy hacks off this curveball, and like her barrel just not even close to it, which goes to show just Gould, like that's almost just not fair the way that is just. And you know what vibes it's giving me, and maybe you'll remember her, Alabama, Sydney Littlejohn.
Oh, absolutely.
That
Sydney
curveball,
Littlejohn,
that sweeping curveball that she would throw, and you would get some of these swings and misses, and you'd be like, why are you swinging at that? And it truly just, because it looks like it's just a cookie right there. And that pitch, that backdoor curveball, that's almost the most dangerous one of them all, because you saw the body movements of Lexi Winters, because she's like, dang, it's going to hit me, and finds a way to just jump back in.
She falls behind, 3 balls, no strikes to Lexi Winters. The South Carolina catcher, after striking out against Peja in her first plate appearance, this time a 4-pitch walk. And that walk is walk number 3 issued by Gould.
Well, you know, Tate Davis, her last at bat, saw those 10 pitches to manufacture that walk. And those are sometimes like the little things in games, right? Like striking out Alyssa Hovermail, just good morning, good afternoon, good night, just 3 quick pitches, and then to just fall behind 4, just give that straight up walk. You really got to go and attack Tate Davis.
Schaefer runs at first base for the catcher Winters. Gould pours in a first pitch strike to Tate Davis. Third base, 1 hop in the mid. Barberie to second for 1. The first double play. Barberie, Romero, Ernstis. They turned their 9th double play of the season.
And these are the little things that have to get you going. If you're a Bulldog, a little 5-4-3 led by the senior, Nadia Barberie.
The ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
Welcome back to Starkville. This game still scoreless. Last of the fifth. It's game 2 of a 3-game series. 2-0 Carolina was the final yesterday, but Mississippi State, after turning a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play in the top half, as the 8-9-1 hitters, and Rivera shoots the first pitch in the air to right. It's run down by McKnight, who took over in right field for McKay after coming in as a pinch runner. So he makes the catch for a quick out in the bottom of the fifth.
Oh, that's what you love if you're Jory Hurd. One pitch, one out.
And shows bunt, and it goes all the way back to the screen. Ground out to short in her first at bat. Who's going to get this offense kick-started for State? That's going to send visit to the mound from Winters.
I always just think that relationship so important between that pitcher and catcher, and just understanding like when they need you, right? At times we try to take on so much as pitchers of just I'm behind, I need to get going, but I think sometimes that pause and that reset and that just reassurance from your battery mate just gives you a little extra life when you're out there, like, oh man, I'm good, like it's not just me, like my partner has me behind the plate. That 2 against 1. The last thing you want to do is walk that 9-hitter to get up top to Kiara Sells and Stiles and Barbary.
That'll run it to a full count. Saw the change in the batting order from Coach Ricketts for Mississippi State. Outside the top 3, she shuffled a number of them, brought in several players that did not play or did not start in yesterday's game, and Hurd able to come back after it was 3-1. Get a foul and then strike 3 looking.
I mean, this is just so dirty, Mark. This backdoor curveball, you see that extra little wiggle on the inner half, and that just goes to show, right? She's been primarily up and out, and at a 3-2 count, to be able to expose that inner half, especially on a backdoor curveball, you could see Romero completely fooled, thought it was going to be way too in, sneaks back. That's clutch.
And for Hurd, her 301st career strikeout after getting number 300 last inning. So she faces the top of the order, and Kiara Sells. The base is empty, 2 outs. A walk and a strikeout for Sells.
And then again, being able to just, both these pitchers can throw their off speed at just unpredictable counts, right? Like as a hitter, you're not stepping in the box thinking 1-0, I'm hacking at the change. You're caught off guard. And sometimes keeps you off balance for the rest of your at-bat simply because that was a pitch that you weren't even thinking was coming. So now it's in the back of your dome, like, she went change 1-0, and now I'm 1-2, taking that big hack. Where's she gonna go?
And she's going to drop that into right center field. Good defensive swing with 2 strikes. Just put it in play, and it pays off for Kiara Sells, who's on base for a second time with her first hit.
And this is so good by Sells. This pitch is just, Yeah, it's on the outside part of the plate. Probably maybe a little bit more, but I am going to tip my cap. I'm going to say Kiara Sells, this is a great piece of hitting. This ball was on the river at a 1-2 count. She's able to barrel it up, take it right back up the middle.
So 2 outs. Here's Stiles, and she's hacking the first one foul. Well, if you're Mississippi State, Stiles is probably the bat you want up.
Well, and I want to just point something out. Where Carly Shelton plays, when there's a runner on first base, you just see how open it is between Lexi Winters. But she always tends to be a little bit more up the middle towards second base. Obviously, that eliminates a stolen base simply because it's pretty easily accessible for her to get over there to second. But they definitely make a little bit of a shift. I think this is really when it comes down to being able to hit your spots as a pitcher when something's a little bit more open.
There she goes, and a liner off the glove of the third baseman Davis, but the throw to first picked up there by Anderson, and they get the out to retire the side. So your little 5-6-3 put out of Stiles on a hard hit ball to end the inning.
Well, this is just absolutely tasered. Tate Davis not able to glove it up, but Shea Anderson says, hey, I got you, girl. Peja Gould has been nothing short of incredible today. She's been mixing that off speed, that drop ball. She really is just able to spin pitches where it kind of like you have to double think like, wow, is it actually like moving like that? It is. It is a thing of beauty. I know I've said that a couple times, but I can't reiterate enough how cool it is to see this type of spin rate in person. It's pretty incredible. She's got just such a cool, calm demeanor. I mean, when you get someone like Gould, a senior, and Jory Hurd, a senior, going up against each other late into a ball game, that's what it's all about. So I think about SEC softball. I think about being a pitcher. Like, those are the moments where you look across and you look at that other pitcher and you think, man, how hard have I worked compared to her? It kind of gives you sometimes that competitive edge when the stakes are high.
Kai Byers off the bench here, pinch hitting for Anderson in the 9 spot. A left-handed bat off the bench for Carolina. She has the count in her favor now at 3 balls and no strikes from Gould. Gould, by the way, a 7-inning no-hitter for her first career against UT Martin on Wednesday. So you throw the 7 innings of that game and the 5 of this game. She's got 12 straight scoreless innings coming into this top half of the 6th inning.
Well, and a quick timeout by Stiles at short to just connect with Gould. A quick 3-0 is a timeout for sure to just get her going, try to get her back in this count. I know we say it, but it's kind of that unwritten rule. You don't want to walk the 9-hitter or turn it back over to the top of the lineup, especially knowing it's going to be their 3rd ups against you.
Byers pinch hitting, a 3-1 delivery. She takes the strike.
And also, too, like, if there's a pinch hitter and I'm Peja Gould, I'm going at you all day. You want to see this spin rate? I will show you this spin rate. Like, this is going to be something you have not seen. So it's also knowing that they're coming off the bench. They haven't seen your stuff, trusting it, because it's just filthy.
Gould fights all the way back after falling behind 3-0 and strikes out the pinch hitter Byers.
I mean, come on. Look at just the movement, and it almost like she was trying to kind of like chop wood on this pitch. Just so deceptive. Teammates are fired up, but it doesn't go without saying that timeout, I think, by Styles at short is just such a big league play in that moment to be able to go, slow things down for a second, let her know, hey, we got you, let's go. Sometimes that connection in a moment like that just refocuses you.
Back to the circle. Peja fields her position and throws out Quincy Lilio. The first two retired top of the sixth. Bases are empty for Carly Shelton. Mixing in that off speed again.
You're never really stepping into the box 0-0 thinking I'm selling out on the change.
Ground out, a couple of ground outs for, and this may be a third into the glove. Romero throws her out, 3 ground outs for Shelton. They go down in order after Peja fell behind 3-0 on the leadoff hitter. Sets them down in order. Take a look at our game summary. Scoreless to the bottom of the sixth. South Carolina with only 1 hit. That was a 2-out single in the fourth from Jamie McKay. You see Mississippi State has 4 hits. Styles has 2 of those. Sells has 1. Barbary the other. But we're scoreless going to the home half of the sixth.
When you can't say that Mississippi State hasn't had opportunities, I mean, 5 left on base, those are the little things, right? Like, how can we find ways to manufacture runs under pressure? That's what it comes down to, especially late in ball games, 3rd time through the lineup.
Barbary fouls the first pitch. As you mentioned, State is stranded 5 on base. South Carolina's left 2 aboard. Barbary had a base hit in the first. Hit one back to the circle last time up. Jory Hurd came in the 3rd with 1 out. So she's gone 2 2/3, needing only 31 pitches. She's actually gone a little bit longer now than the starter, Neely Lamb, who went 2 1/3.
But I think, too, when you look at the pitch count, that to me is really important for South Carolina. Jory Hurd, to me, is someone that tends to come in late in the games, and they really need her. And on the flip side of Mississippi State, you see arms that can start a game and close a game. So for her going on her 33rd pitch, I mean, that is a good thing.
Right back through the circle and into left center field. Barbary with a base hit. That gets the 6th started for State. Well, baseball comes your way Thursday night. Number 2 Texas and South Carolina start a 3-game series from Founders Park in Columbia. And we have it for you here on SEC Network. Also on the ESPN app. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 6 Central here on SEC Network.
First baseman, number 12, Paige Ernst.
So base hit for Barbary. Going to run for her with Supan. So Alley's at first. Cleanup hitter Paige Ernstes lays down the bunt, and it's a beauty. It'll get the job done. The sacrifice goes Rhodey to Shelton, 3-4. And Ernstes does her job.
And so important for Mississippi State to just do the little things right, especially late in a ball game, knowing you're toying with outs. How can you find ways to get them on, get them over, and get them in? And that was perfect situation there now with 2 outs to work with. Supan, the pinch runner over there at second base, and an opportunity here for the Bulldogs to try to get something going.
First sack bunt of the season for Ernstes. And now Morgan Bernardini. He's hit into an inning-ending fielder's choice and fly to center. Ground ball to short. Supan aggressive running. The ball gets away on a bad throw, and Supan will score. Well, number 1, ground ball left side sharply hit, but Supan still went from second to third, and that's a huge part of the piece of the play that opens the scoring. And the throwing error on top of that allows the pinch runner to score.
Yeah, this was definitely a funky play, especially with that runner going right in front of Anderson. Thought she was going to try to make that throw, but listen, I almost think it was a slight distraction.
Yes.
I do. I think in that moment she's like, oh man, should I have? And then not focus on that next piece of being able to make that bang, bang throw. Solid job by Supan to just create some havoc out there, right? And listen, if she would have went to 3-2, I think she would have been dead out. I do think she would have, but that wasn't the case, and now you got a 1-0 lead here for Mississippi State.
So the Anderson throwing error, and now you have Bernardini at second base. And State will try to add on as they have scored for the first time in this series. It comes in the bottom of the 6th of game 2. And now Grassel is the pinch runner. Greta Grassel out at second base. Kalani Sells is hitting here. Getting her first at bat of the night as a pinch hitter.
And this was something Coach Chastain Woodard had mentioned pregame, right? She said, like, when something happens, like being able to just like eliminate that next thing, those back-to-backs. And obviously with that 1-2 single by Nadia Barbary, that's a pitch she wants to take back, but that base hit and then the sack bunt, and in that moment, that next play, just not able to play that clean defense that they need to. But that tends to always be the difference maker big in games, right? Like it comes down to that clean defense and being able to step up in big moments. And you could say the same thing for the senior and Nadia Barbary being able to step up, be a heck of a leadoff, try to get our team going.
Kalani fouls it back. Kalani, of course, the younger sister of Kiera. Almost got by Winters. She snagged that at the last fraction of a second to keep it from going to the backstop. Up high to Kelani, and she walks. So the leadoff hit by Barbary, the sack bunt, the throwing error, and now a walk. That's first and second, still only one out here for State. Ashley Woodard's going to come out and visit the circle.
At times, just I think slowing the game down a little bit. Sometimes you can feel like it speeds up on you really quick. Like all of a sudden, or Mississippi State up one, runner on first and second, and you're like, dang, how'd that happen so fast? It's just being able to do like the little things right. And sometimes when we don't know how to slow the game down, take a breath, and just focus more on one pitch at a time, we try to, get 2 outs right out of the gate by this pitch. It's just, how can I focus on this one thing, this next pitch? And you can just tell by her last at bat against Sells, like she was just kind of all over the place. Her pitches weren't as sharp as they had been prior. So it's just, hey, Coach Chastain and Wood are going out 1 run. It is what it is, but let's lock in. Let's get back to where we were. Let's get out of this inning and give us a chance.
Now she'll face the center fielder, Kinley Keller. Yeah, Hurd has been busy in this series. Had been rolling along. She pitched 4 1/3 scoreless innings of relief in the win yesterday, and obviously had gone scoreless through the first 5 of this game. Or I should say in relief for 2 2/3 for the total of 5 innings after relieving Neely Lamb. Julie Kelly getting loose. South Carolina pin, and that's into center field. Around third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. They get an insurance run. The Keller base hit brings in Grassel. 2-0 Mississippi State.
Well, just good bat to ball here. This is an off-speed pitch. I think just left maybe a little bit too much over the plate. She just throws her hands at it, punches it right back up the middle. More insurance for Mississippi State, and this is big, especially when you think of the way that Peja Gould has been throwing. Fire me up. Feels like you have it in the bag based on just the day she has had in the circle thus far.
They squeeze, throw back to third, out. Well, they tried the squeeze. Rivera couldn't make contact, and Winters, for now, the out is the call. Tatum Stolting made the call at third base, and it's
Mississippi State is challenging the play at third base. The call on the field was out. It's under review.
There you go. So we get our first review of the night on this challenge for Mississippi State. Stumbling a bit, no question, but does she get the hand in? Where's the tag?
Ooh.
Hard to tell where the tag. Ooh,
I mean, it's just
from that angle, you got to stay without, I would think.
It's just blocked.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Out.
Yeah, there's just not enough to overturn the call, and there really has to be enough for them to, in Birmingham, make the change and say, hey, we're going to flip it. So tried for the squeeze and not able to come up successful.
So you got 1 runner on Keller at second. Kalani out on the squeeze attempt and a swing, and that's a miss. And a live ball to the screen, so that will allow Keller to advance over to third. Rivera pops it up right side, backing up, caught by the first baseman Rhodey to retire the side, but a couple runs, one of those unearned. And that makes it last chance for Carolina when we come back.
SEC Softball is presented by T-Mobile, America's best network.
On this Sunday evening in Starkville, now a 2-0 game in favor of Mississippi State. Just scored 2 in the 6th. Let's take a look at the best in the game, brought to you by T-Mobile. And this play started really with aggressive base running from Ali Supan.
Yeah, I think this base running, just creating that additional pressure, kind of got in Shea Anderson's head over there in the shortstop position. Doesn't make that good throw, and then they continue to keep pouring it on. I think the importance of an insurance run is key, but like I said, I even feel like with one run, the way that Peja Gould has been throwing in this game, she has been filthy. Just the one hit that she's given up on the day, not a bad stat. The one run and 13 innings, it just goes to show. I mean, for those that have listened, if they've ever played like a filthy game of wiffle ball, like that's what it's like to try to hit off of Peja Gould, like where they are just throwing it every which angle and you're trying to wait on it as a hitter. Like that is the feel stepping in the box of trying to hit that curveball and that drop as well as that off speed.
The only hit for South Carolina with 2 outs of the 4th. Jamie McKay, a base hit to center. And Peja Gould's coming off a 7-inning no-hitter. Her first career no-no was Wednesday against UT Martin. 7 innings, 1 walk, 13 Ks, 80 pitches. But if not for the McKay base hit in the 4th, she'd be trying to make it back-to-back no-nos. And here she gets a strikeout at Tori Inslee to begin the top of the 7th.
The location, look at this pitch on the inner half, and she is back off the plate, and she still is having a tough time being able to barrel this pitch up.
7 strikeouts, 5 of those swinging against Peja Gould. She's getting close to 90 pitches, so she's been very economical with the pitch count here in the 7th, facing Mariana Rodi. Mississippi State trying to hang on and reciprocate with a 2-0 win of their own, as Carolina won here yesterday 2-0 in game 1. And if State does that, it'd set up a rubber game tomorrow night for Mic'd Up Monday. Rodi's fly to left and struck out. Paints that inner half, 2-2.
I just love the routine piece, right? Like when Gould, most pitchers are just settled in their routine. They get the ball back, she looks up, she takes that big, deep breath. It's just being able to really kind of lock in and rely on that routine every pitch.
Strike 3 is the call. Make it 8 Ks, and she's fanned the first 2 and stayed an out away from even in this series.
Just spinning it. It's almost like that thing floated right back. And as a hitter, you're just, oh man, what do I do? Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
So McKay is going to be reinserted. She, after her base hit in the 4th inning, they brought in Nia McKnight, who tried to steal and was caught stealing for the first time this year. But here's McKay back in. She has the only hit of the game for South Carolina, and they're down to their final out, down 2 runs.
And you're almost like sitting there like, oh, what are you looking for, right? Like it's your 3rd at bat. But it's just kind of sometimes hard to pick, especially when a pitcher is rolling.
Down the left field side, that's fair, into the corner. And McKay has been the one puzzle that Gould hasn't been able to solve, at least on 2 of her 3 at-bats now, and she has her second hit and Carolina's second hit of the game, and the tying run will come to the plate.
Well, and funny to look back, but her hit in the 4th inning was on an 0-2 pitch as well. So that's back-to-back at-bats for Jamie McKay. I don't know if she enjoys hitting from behind, but, I mean, does a good job at jumping on a pitch that's close in the zone when she has 2 strikes. She rocketed that to the left side.
Brings up Alyssa Hovermail, whose 2-run single in the 6th inning of yesterday's game accounted for all the scoring. This is only the 2nd time tonight that Carolina's had an at-bat with a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch will be number 100 from Peja Gould.
And those are the types of swings, too, as a pitcher that just give you confidence. Like, yeah, not today, right? Like, just from up here, the way that she's swinging at that curveball, it just looks like she's not even close.
Staying alive. The 2nd straight hitter. Gould within a strike of closing this out. The 2 pitch coming from Gould. Peja Gould goes the distance. A 2-hit shutout. And State evens the series with a 2-0 win of their own to set up the rubber game tomorrow night.
Fire me up. Look at that drop ball. Painting corners all day. Almost felt like this was just straight heat. You gotta love it. You love the react. Listen, she is so competitive. What a treat it's been to sit and watch her throw today. It really is kind of a master class in how to spin it. And on the flip side for South Carolina, this was a pitcher's duel. It came down to which pitcher broke first, and unfortunately, this gritty Mississippi State team found a way late in the ballgame to manufacture something. And listen, I'm pretty excited to call my first Mic'd Up Monday rubber match style with you.
It's going to be fun for Mic'd Up Monday.
It's going to be great.
Another pitcher's duel here. 2-0 Mississippi State wins at SEC Now with Dari Noka and the crew in the studio coming up after the commercial break. But once again, our final score, State 2, Carolina nothing. For Danielle Laurie and our great crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us. Good night from Starkville.